good way to flush them down and far into the table here.
I guess, so this company is gonna take this data, put it online, so they're not gonna pay them to do it, but they're gonna charge us to use it?
Anyone that wants access to the information, it's like,
So it's like Intellis.
kind of, yeah, it's a service where you can buy a package to access
So
however
if it's
much
public
information.
why do we have to pay to do it? Yeah, but I'm saying, so,
That is just one company that I've been in contact with that the county clerk's office has used for over 5 years. The county clerk's office now has all of their information available online at absolutely no cost. You don't have to sign through a program. It's done through their system. But as far as getting the information online as soon as possible without having to write our own program, this company is willing to do it.
and then they'll give a credit card after.
Back to the county, yes.
You get Dale?
What does that do with
Mr.
staff?
Sullivan, I think I have to Dale next, and I'll get to you, Mr. Sullivan, next, okay?
I have two questions, hopefully fairly quick.
Okay.
If you are elected to as district clerk, what happens to your education? And I think you've already partially answered all of your business ventures and so forth. And my second question is budget. Have you looked at the costs of implementing the things that are part of your vision? And do you know that the budget is available in the district clerk's office to move forward?
As far as my education, I would eventually like to finish my degree, but if I'm elected, then I would put that on hold to commit 100% of my time to efficiently running the district clerk's office. As far as my company, if elected, I won't take office until January 2011, so I'll have time to completely close everything down and tie up all loose ends. I know previously there were questions about me turning it over to somebody else, but the statute, I'm not able to do that. It will be completely closed down. As far as the budget, I have looked at the budget and I have talked to other agencies here in Montgomery County, such as the Sheriff's Department, the County Clerk's Office, J.R. Moore's office, as far as all of their information being accessible online. And I know the County Clerk's Office told me it costs only $7,000 for them to write their program and get all the information online, which could be a step in the future, but like I said, there's also this company right now that is willing to write the program for free and get the information online for free and have it completely accessible within a couple of months.
Free to the county, but not free to the people who access the data.
Right, they would have to pay to have access to the data, and then there would be a revenue sharing component that would be sent back to the county if we use that program.
Okay, Mr. O'Sullivan?
Yeah, what would be the impact on staffing?
I believe through the implementation.
What happened with the county in terms of staffing once this program was implemented? Because you're pointing to the county on one side, so I'm interested in the size of the county versus the size of the district, and what the impact would be in terms of some comparable idea in terms of staffing.
Well, I believe through the implementation of technology that it could reduce the staff needed in the district clerk's office, and if not reduce the staff, be able to train the staff in other areas where they are more needed as far as cleaning up the dockets for the judges.
So you don't know what the impact on staffing was for the county.
Paul, can I ask you? Oh, you got one
I
question.
think we have a question back here.
You keep talking about this company and they're gonna do all this for free. I don't know, I assume they have a secure site. I know IT people and other things. But the other thing you keep referring to, and it's just like a floating out here in the air, what's the split? If I get charged $10 for documents I want, what's the split? 50-50, 60-40?
I don't know the exact the amount that is sent back to the county, but you don't pay for the documents. You pay for, like, they have a silver membership or a gold membership, and so you pay to access, and it allows you to access however many cases depending on which subscription you pay for. But as far as the amount that is contributed back to the county, I don't know that exact amount.
Well, because I'm hearing from other news agencies of a deal that privatized part of their city, and the city's losing money on the deal because, yeah, they get, say, $100, 50 of it's a split, and then they got to provide their own personnel at their cost out of their 50%. So it's
Well, I
a
know that this
losing
company,
situation.
Well, I know that this company, our personnel wouldn't be doing anything, that we would supply them with the information. They could write their own program for us and get the information available online for no cost to us, and then offer the revenue sharing back to us. And I believe that, I mean, if it was a losing situation, or if it wasn't, you know, a good program to have in place, that our county clerk's office wouldn't be using it and have been using it for 5 or more years.
Okay, I think we have another question up here. Before that, could I ask a question? What is the name of the company?
It's called iDocket.
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 Thank you. We've heard everybody referring to it as the company, and
Right. It's
there was
I.
some mysterious
I try
thing
not to
I
put iDocket in there because just saying that name, people are going to go, okay, what's that? So,
Yeah.
but the name of the company is iDocket.
Okay, Adrian, you had a question?
Well, a couple of years ago, there was controversy in Fort Bend County about putting their records online, and the issues were protection of the identifying data, socials, driver's license, that type of thing. That's a great concern. With this type of contract, I'd be concerned about how it can be unravelled if we want to part company with this outfit. Who owns the records that they've already absorbed into their, you know, loaded into their system? Do we get it back? Do they claim that they own them forever? Where are the servers located? I want to know if the servers are in Montgomery County, because if, you know, they could end up anywhere. That company could get bought out by Iran. You know, who knows, really? So the documents need to be secure, and they need to be located in Montgomery County. That would have to be a prerequisite for me. And then I'd like to know who makes the decision. Is it Commissioner's Court, or is it the district court?
The decision as far as putting the
Implementing
information
the system,
online,
yeah.
it would be the district clerk that has that
Has that, or
final
some of this
decision.
decision?
That's, I mean, and I know that
So the voters don't have any say or control over that?
currently, I know many people have approached my opponent and asked for the information to be available online, and she's repeatedly refused to have it online. But, I mean, it's the information that the taxpayers are legally entitled to. So any of the information that you're able to go to the district clerk's office and pull up on their system and see while you're in their office,
Yeah.
I believe that information should be available online, because it's the same information that's public if you were to go into the office
But
and
the
pull it up.
problem is when you digitize something, the abuse of it is, the capability to abuse it is magnified unlimited, you know, 1,000-fold, 10,000-fold, 1,000,000-fold. If it's, you know, hard copy records, yeah, people can get in there and, you know, get a social security number off the records one at a time. But here, someone can go in there and they can just harvest everything with the right kind of, you know, program.
And that's why I don't believe that that information should be available online.
Mhm.
I'm just saying just
So
the
there is a
information.
protection for that. There is
Yes,
a,
just the information that the taxpayers are legally entitled to. Just
Well,
that
what
information
about
should
the
be available online.
parallel of this is the toll road? You know, it's like they're getting a public records toll road is what they're building, which I'm opposed to that in principle. I love technology. I want to use it to streamline and make, you know, greater efficiencies, greater access. But I don't like the idea of some other company making money off the public records that we are paying for.
But right now, when somebody comes into the district clerk's office, they're not having to pay anything to access that information in the district clerk's office. So if they wanted the information and felt that it was that vital to be able to
Well,
pay
every
to
time I ask
access,
them for something, they charge me $1 a page.
to get copies of the records.
Oh, okay.
That's to get
Okay.
copies
Oh, but I
of.
can go
Okay, we're
look
afraid
you
we're going to
can
have
go
to
look
wrap
at
it up
it.
at that point.
But what,
I'm sure you have 2 hours worth of further information, but we've got people waiting. Mr. Sullivan, if you can catch that answer afterwards,
Okay.
unless you can make it in about 5 seconds.
just a quick question,
What's your
could he go online in the office even with this thing and read it for free? In other words, go up to the office, have the ability to go up to the
Oh, with
office.
the new system?
Yeah.
With the new system, would I be able
Just
to access
if
it
you're
for free?
willing
You
to get in your
the
car and
information
go
right
up
now,
there
yes.
and, yeah.
Yes, he
No, but
could.
in the new
But-
system, would I have free access?
You would be able to, you would still be able to go to the district clerk's office and
Just like you
access
do
the
now.
information.
And for free.
But there's people that live, 20, 30 miles outside
Right.
of, downtown Conroe that
Right.
they would rather
That's what
pay
you're
to have
paying
that
for.
information
Exactly.
to
Oh, I
instead of
would
driving.
rather than drive up
I believe
there.
we have some other candidates waiting.
Sorry.
We appreciate your willingness to answer, and I know you've got more than an hour's worth of more good information for us, but thank you for
Thank you
coming.
for your time.